pretty much just tell everybody your nickname, whatever, where you from.
Okay, am I allowed to take my drinks while I'm on there or no?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'm Amanda, Mandy, whatever, Johnson. That's it. I'm from Dayton, Ohio, but I've lived in Harlan, Kentucky for like 15 years.
Right. So I guess just tell me a little bit about your upbringing, you know, so that way we can understand what led into the, I guess, what you're addicted to now or whatever.
My mom and dad were both alcoholics and on crack really bad. My dad died like when I was 8 years old, and my mom, so she was single and she would get off of the dope, on the dope, different men. Random shit happened to me. I'm not going to go too much into that. But by the time I was 17, like my mom would drive me to different men's house and, you know.
Like selling you?
Yeah. And
so you don't have no contact with her no more then?
She's dead now.
Okay.
And by the time I was 19, I went to prison, and this was all in Ohio. So I moved to Harlan to get out of that lifestyle. And as far as the selling me, that stopped, but it went from crack to meth. Then it went from meth to heroin, and back and forth.
Jump. So what? So it led up to that by yourself? Like nobody introduced you to it? Or?
When I got to Harlan, the only thing you could find at the time was like Suboxone or something. And just because I liked the high feeling, I did that.
Yeah.
And then before you know it, meth flooded everywhere. And everybody was on it. Even like doctors and people you wouldn't think were doing it. Everybody was getting high on the meth. And so me being me.
So, I guess you got any kids? Like
I have 4.
You got 4 kids? Older?
I have a 19-year-old, a 17-year-old, 15, and 12.
So what did they tell you about the streets? Did they try to get you like to come back or?
Like my oldest daughter, she's always tried, you know, but I try to stay out of their lives as much as I can. If I'm all fucked up, I don't want to like let them see me like that. I don't know if I'm hurting them more by staying away, or if I'd be hurting them more by letting them see me like that and go through all that shit. Now my 12-year-old, he's been through it.
Yeah.
And like I spent 6 months in rehab up until May 5th. And then I walked out of rehab, and here I am strung out again.
So a lot of people tell me that they done been what is it about the rehab that don't work?
It's not that the rehab don't work. It's that you have to really want it.
So how many times you done been?
That's it.
Just that time?
Yeah, and I only went because the court ordered me to.
So what is it about this street life that I guess you like it, or?
Like, I don't know, when I was sober, it was good and everything. I felt a lot better, I won't lie about that. It's just, it's hard to go from living like this to, like, the normal, everyday 9 to 5, and then when you're not doing anything, sitting at home, and I don't know what it is, to be honest, but, like, I crave the fast life, and then when I'm in it, I hate it.
So, what's your living situation like right now, then? Like,
to be honest, I live with my boyfriend at my husband's house. And
what?
Yeah, me and my husband have been separated for like 5 years, but my 12-year-old's with him.
So, how does that work? Like, how do y'all manage to do like
him and his old lady live upstairs, and me and my boyfriend live downstairs. And I mean, we don't really see each other. He just lets me stay there because I'm his kid's mom.
Oh, so who came up with, like, who brought that idea to the table? Like,
I left when we first separated, and I got my own place. I got a job. I was sober for a while, and then when I got really fucked up, I didn't have any family or anything, and so he let me stay with him. And I started seeing this guy, and I would go out and see him, and like I'd be gone for days at a time, you know what I'm saying? And he's like, fuck it, he can stay here. I don't want to look at him, you know what I mean? Because he says he doesn't want to explain to my son what happens to me if I'm gone on the streets.
Yeah. But damn,
Yeah, it's a fucked up situation. Trust me, I know, and
yeah.
not ideal. But
So what's I mean, like, are you wanting to get clean now? Like, what's the steps of?
like, I do want to get clean. I just hate the fact of having to like literally turn myself into a fucking place that I know I'm not coming back out of for a long time. And I don't know what it is that scares me about the whole situation or what it is that scares me about getting sober. I think it's mostly that I know I have to stay away from literally everyone and everything that I know. And I know they're not no good for me, but it still really freaks me out.
Yeah.
And
I
it's
guess
all I've done my whole life, you know?
so. You pretty much just ain't never been sober, really. It's just,
Not really.
never, so that's all you know. Is just. So do your boyfriend does he have a drug problem or?
I'd rather not put him into it. Like
Yeah.
he has an
No,
alcohol
I'm just trying to
problem.
figure out like so what's like.
He has an alcohol problem. That's about it.
Yeah, I'm just okay. So I asked that because I'm like, if it was a situation that you was gonna get clean, or say if he wants to go get help for his alcohol, like could y'all like
He
still
won't.
be together and like
He won't. I think that's the biggest thing that fucks me up because I never really loved anyone before until him. Even in my marriage, I wasn't in love with him, you know? And then people tell me you can't really love
I
anyone when
wonder
you're
if we,
fucked up, but
yeah.
I don't believe that.
So do you have family here
I don't have any family.
at all?
My
Like, that's
mom,
what he just told me the same thing. Like at
my
all.
mom died in 2014 of an overdose, and she was all I had.
Well, your kids is enough, really though. But
Yeah, but I mean, my oldest, I could see, but she lives in Ohio. Like my 15-year-old and my 17-year-old, I have no clue where they're at. I couldn't see them if I tried. And then my 12-year-old, he stays with my sister-in-law and my husband, and I don't want to like until I'm completely sober. I don't want to fill his head full of bullshit. You know what I mean?
I asked this. What drugs are you currently like active?
Heroin and meth.
How do you like
I smoke.
you ain't got to give me the details of like exactly what it is, but I'm saying like how do you maintain like in order to get it and
Like
everything else like
the poker machines and different
the
things.
poker machine?
Get somebody something and make something off from it, or I mean, stealing from stores.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's so your living situation, you got a place to stay, so you ain't really hit rock bottom for real. Then that's not really rock bottom
Well,
with. I mean, you got somewhere to stay. It's like
I came up here with a friend, and we got into it, and he left me way up Tate's Creek Road in a trailer park, and I literally walked and walked and walked until I ran into them.
oh, that's today.
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, I wouldn't just be chilling up here at a laundromat. I just can't get a ride home.
Yeah, because I was asking, I thought that was your man.
No, that
At
girl
first,
is.
yeah, he explained it to me. So, I mean, well, so what? Okay, like I said, I don't like to look at all the bad when I do these interviews and that like that. So, I mean, you tell me what's something positive that you done had go on in your life? Like, what's some positive?
I mean, my kid is probably the only thing positive in my life, my little boy. And to be honest, I ain't really seen him much since I got out of rehab. But while I was in rehab, like I was getting to come home on visits every weekend, and we done everything. We was riding bikes, playing games. I mean, just everything. That's probably the most positive shit I can tell you. Outside of that, my life's pretty fucked right now.
Man, um, I mean, like nothing positive happened today.
No, hell
So,
no.
What's your plans moving forward? Like
To get a hold of somebody in Harlan and go the fuck home.
and go home.
Hell yeah.
Is that taking your man with you?
No, my man is there.
Oh, he's there.
Yeah. Like, we got in this big-ass fucking fight, and I'm like, oh, I'll show you, and I left with this other guy, and then he was trying to do some shit I didn't want to do, and I get out of his car, and here I am.
Yeah, that's a pretty wild story and shit.
Yeah, and what's crazy is it's real as fuck.
Do you see rehab again in the future, or?
Yeah.
You do?
Definitely.
Taking it serious, I guess, and like doing it just
I
doing it
think
for.
I'm gonna probably go somewhere away from, like, as far away as they can send me.
All right, yeah, we about done. I guess like I told him, tell the kids something positive. I mean, a bunch of kids should already know this, really, not to do the
Say
drugs.
no to drugs.
They should know that, but of course, you know, some gonna test it out anyway. I guess tell them some of the things to stay away from when doing the. I guess
My best advice is, as cool as weed sounds at a young age, stay away from it, because all it does is lead to other stuff. It's not cool. It's not fun. You will end up on the streets with nothing or in prison.
See, a lot of kids don't really believe that. What is it about weed that really leads up to? I mean,
like it gets you this high for an amount of time, and then you want something more.
Yeah.
And not only that, once you've tried weed, you think it's okay to test the waters with a little bit of this or that, and before you know it, it'll grab a hold of you, and you're fucked.
All right, I guess so. Hopefully, you take the money and you probably, I guess, get her like, I don't know, something to eat, something. I don't know, not no drugs, maybe. And
I don't even know where to get drugs out up here.
Yeah,
they do though.
All right, well, tell everybody your nickname again and
Mandy.
Closing out.
Peace out, Mandy.
All right, God bless you, Dan.